Well, you might have been straining your eyes to look at the screen there with those beautiful sounds. Awesome to have Jacques Cabot. Let's get to the first part of that sentence, straining your eyes. Eye strain is a common issue among office workers, gamers, and basically anyone who sits in front of a computer screen for extended amounts of time. Studies, in fact, have shown that bothersome visual symptoms occur in 50 to 90% of computer workers. That's a rather scary stat. Now, these problems can range from physical fatigue, decreased productivity, and increased number of work errors. So companies, you should be listening up right now. Here to chat about ways to reduce the strain on your eyes when using computer screens. Tsitsi, Chumia, you were straining there a little bit, dude. Gamers, I worry about gamers, man. So how real is this danger? What steps should we be taking?
So basically, anyone that you suspect that you might have eye straining, basically if you're constantly itching, scratching your eyes and stuff, basically what you should do is get your eyes checked for the first thing. But there are some things that you need to take into consideration before you actually get your eyes checked. You need to look at how far, you need to measure the distance between you and your screen, and then go to the doctor, because then they'll prescribe the proper glasses for you, because I look at the screen quite closely, and it doesn't help me even if I get the proper glasses. You know?
I think we are hyper aware of it in a studio environment like that. Be iPads, then auto cue, and you've got massive amounts of lighting here, which does play, in my mind, a certain effect. How important is the correct lighting in you imagine a gamer sitting there in darkness playing his game, or poring over the computer screen. How important is it to have the correct lighting in that working environment?
Sitting in the dark is actually better for you than sitting in an environment where there's glare and all these other exterior lights. So you need to make sure that your screen is relatively lighter than everything else in the room. So all the other lights in the room need to be relatively darker than your screen. So that alone will make it better.
Suddenly offices have become a lot more romantic. There's a certain ambience in our office. No, it's a really big and important thing. So I don't think people realize that when you're looking at a computer screen, you're watching a frame constantly refresh itself. So your poor iris is having to do this like over and over again. But we are seeing technology come in to help us out with a few nifty features. What can we do on the tech front from our computer's perspective to ease the strain a little bit?
Get a better computer with a...
Spend more money, man.
Get a computer with a high refresh rate, right? And that doesn't have a lot of blue light. That uses hues than blue light. Because blue light is really harsh on your eyes, and then it damages your eyes over a long period of time. Especially because a lot of people that use computers use them constantly. Like I spend hours and hours a day on a computer.
Computer or game console? Come on, just be honest.
It's still a computer.
Oh, thank you so much. You've given us some nice practical steps there as well. But I think, again, the watchword here is if you are feeling strain in your eyes, go and get them checked out. It's probably worth doing as an adult anyway. Our eyes do decrease our visual capability, but make sure you're not compounding it by using your computer every single day. Well, let's work on the outside, the exterior of that body right now. Time to get into a little bit of fitness.